Hi there and happy Video Monday. Teshia here. So this week's video is about a topic relating to digestion that is super important and is often something that people don't even know about. It's called hypochloridia. And what that is basically a state where there is not enough acid in the stomach. And when I say that to you, you might be like, well, isn't that a good thing? I mean, acid reflux and heartburn and all those things are caused from acidity in the gut, but that isn't true. So if you have low stomach acid, heartburn actually might be one of your symptoms. So it's the opposite of what we think. Yes, we want to be eating an alkaline diet and we want alkaline blood, but we don't want our gut to be alkaline. We want our gut to be acidic. And the reason for this, well, there's many reasons, and I'll get into it now. So if you don't have enough stomach acid, you will not break down your food properly. You will not eliminate your food properly. Things will sit there longer than perhaps they should. You will not extract the nutrients from your foods. You will likely see undigested food in your stool. You'll probably be bloated and distended and all kinds of things. So stomach acid is super important. The main reason it's important is that if you have really low stomach acid, you're more likely to develop deficiencies, especially to things like iron, B vitamins, B12. This is obviously not good. We have to be careful of this. So you want to make sure you have enough stomach acid. The other reason why, I know I'm always all off on a tangent here, but it's because I don't plan what I'm going to say. I like to just be spontaneous and really, freestyle. So the other reason it's super important that you have enough stomach acid is because an acidic barrier in the gut is actually critical to you being able to fend off incoming pathogens. So things like parasites or other forms of bacteria like H. pylori or maybe candida, fungus. You need enough stomach acid in order to fight these types of things. So you can see why this is such a big deal now. If you have low stomach acid, you're not going to assimilate your food properly. You're not going to digest your food properly. You're going to be more likely to develop deficiencies. And you're going to be more likely to get other things like candida and SIBO and parasites and all kinds of things. And the problem with all this is that a lot of people will do candida cleanses and juice cleanses to help get rid of things when they think they have them, like a fungus. But if you don't address the stomach acid component, it's going to just keep coming back. So this is often a root cause of so many people's other issues. Okay? So this is huge, you guys. The other thing I want to mention, especially because so many of the people who follow me are vegetarians and vegans, we are more susceptible to this. So we have to be extra careful. So now I want to give you a test to do to see right away, starting tomorrow, where you're at in terms of your stomach acid. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to wake up, do your stretch, pour a glass of water, okay? You're going to pour 4 to 6 ounces of water into a glass. Then you're going to take 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Add it to the water, stir it, and drink the glass of water. Okay? Then you're going to wait. If you burp right away or you burp within 2 minutes, so you're going to time this up to 5 minutes. If you start burping and you're burping up until the 2-minute mark, you're fine. You don't have to worry. If you get to the 2-minute mark and you haven't burped, and then like the 3-minute mark, maybe you burp a teeny tiny burp and then that's it, or maybe you don't burp at all until the 5-minute mark, you have low stomach acid. So the more time that passes without you burping, the more of a problem you have. Some people will go to the 5-minute mark and they won't have any burping. Okay, so that's something you need to get on right away before you have whatever other problem happen. Okay, so once you've determined that, let's say you have really crazy low stomach acid, a few things you can do. Super natural things you can do first, because like me, I know you guys love to go that route first. Lemon juice in water before you eat. Apple cider vinegar in water before you eat. Sea salt to your food. Those three things, the most natural ways to increase hydrochloric acid levels, okay? But if you've got a serious problem, so if you didn't burp till the 4-minute mark, for example, or the 5-minute mark, you're going to probably need to do something more than drink some lemon juice. So what I would suggest to you is that you buy something called hydrochloric acid, and you can buy it, it says it'll be HCl. These are a form of enzyme, hydrochloric acid, and it's often with an enzyme like pepsin, which helps you to break down proteins. And hydrochloric acid is specifically important for breaking down proteins. So you're going to look for HCl with pepsin. And if you are vegan, you are not going to like this, probably because usually the pepsin is sourced from like pig or whatever animal origin. And to be honest with you guys, I've had low stomach acid before, and I also treated myself for a parasite in the past because I've done a lot of traveling, and this was one of those times where I didn't worry about it. So I believe every once in a while, if you're doing something for a therapeutic reason, short term, but everybody has their own views on that. So you can probably find hydrochloric acid from just in a natural form, but I actually don't even know. I don't know that I've seen that. I could have looked that up before this. I apologize. But I will post below this video about that after. So hydrochloric acid, I'll find out whether you can get that vegan. I always see it with pepsin, which is usually sourced from like pig or buffalo or something. I just try not to think about it and quickly just fix my problem. So basically, if you have really crazy low stomach acid, if you determine that, you're going to take a hydrochloric acid, 1 tablet, usually, look for a tablet's about 500 milligrams. Take 1 with your meal. And then wait. If you go about your day after you finish eating and you don't have any kind of burning sensations at all, like any kind of warm feeling in your tummy, burning warmth, it won't be serious. You don't have to worry. It'll just be like a slight burning. If you don't experience that, then the next time you eat, take a second capsule, okay? Check again after that meal. Do you feel any burning in the hour or 2 that follows? Do you feel any sensation here, burning, kind of warmth? If you don't, the next time you eat, take 3 capsules. So you're basically going to keep increasing this until you find the right tolerance for you. And then once you do, you're going to stay there for a little bit, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, until you start to experience some of that. And then you can start to reduce them and eventually, go off it altogether. Or, you could do it for a couple weeks and then switch to the lemon water and apple cider vinegar. On a regular basis, I recommend everybody do the lemon water or apple cider vinegar before they eat, just to keep tabs on this. So I hope that makes sense. That's 2 things you can do. Start with the baking soda test, see what happens. If you're really low, perhaps pick up some HCl and start increasing that stomach acid level. In the meantime, you might also want to look into getting some additional testing done to make sure, especially if you're having a lot of digestive problems, if you start taking the HCl and the problems don't go away, you might want to investigate other things. First of all, go and get your blood work done. Make sure you don't have any iron or B vitamin deficiencies. Second of all, you might want to do a stool analysis test through a naturopath to find out whether you have maybe a parasite. You might want to do some testing for candida or SIBO, depending on your issue. This is where you might have to do some more investigation. Your gut is so important to everything. It is like the most important part of your health. So take the time, do the work, spend the money, figure out what's going on with your gut if something isn't right. Trust your instincts. If something isn't feeling right, it probably isn't. Stomach acid is usually the root or one component of this, but you got to be sure there's not something else going on, okay? I think the stomach acid may have caused those other things, but you got to make sure they're not there too, okay? I get a little bit worked up when I talk about this stuff because I feel for you. I've been there. I've dealt with it. It is not fun when something is going on with your digestion. So I hope this has helped. Please message me if you want to book a consult and you want to dig into this deeper. You can always do that. My website, www.teshiamahar.com. You can send me a message there. My Facebook page, teshiamahar.com, is also another place that you can stay in touch with me. I hope you have a great day. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please share it with somebody if you think it might help somebody else. Have a great day. Have a great week. Okay.